guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Carol and the name of my channel is My Blessed Nest. Today I'm super excited to be participating in It's Flippin Friday, hosted by Jamie at Board or Bananas. This is my second time participating in her challenge. As a matter of fact, right there, I made that beauty last time we had this challenge. So if you missed out on it, I'll link it in the cards as well as in the description box below. Make sure to check out Jamie's channel if you're not familiar with it. I'll link it in the description box below for you, as well as a playlist of all of the other people participating in this challenge. I'm sure it's going to be a great bunch of YouTubers that have a ton of talent. So don't miss the playlist. Today I'm going to be updating a piece of decor that I've had for a while and never really liked it. And I'm also going to be making a couple new things out of some thrifted items, as well as a little bit of help from my husband with some wood pieces. If you'd like to see the process and what I make, let's get started. First, we're starting out with some of my dad's old bandanas or hankies, and I'm taking my sewing scissors and making a little notch, and then I'm just ripping the bandana into strips. I've already done several. I really didn't end up needing very many. These are some old styrofoam balls that I had in two different sizes, and I'm going to be making rag balls. So I have my trusty glue gun heated up, and I'm just going to take some glue and put it on the styrofoam ball where I want to get started. So I very carefully place the bandana strip there, and I have my handy dandy little stick or tool to press that down into the glue so I don't burn my fingers. And then I'm just going to start wrapping the ball with the bandana strips. There's really not a wrong way to do this. It's personally how you want it to look. So I just got started and wrapped it around, and then you'll see me putting different strips on, trying to cover different areas of that styrofoam. And then when I get to the end of each strip, I just put another dollop of glue and glue it down. And basically you just keep gluing until all of the styrofoam is covered. You could use whatever material you have on hand. You could coordinate this to the seasons or to your decor. And if you don't have material, then you could purchase it. But for me, this was a $0 project because I bought these styrofoam balls at a garage sale years ago, and I've used them for different things for the kids, for school and stuff over the years. It was fun to have that on hand and to be able to make this project for $0. I also used a very tiny styrofoam ball and some twine to make a similar version of the rag ball. So the only thing that I did differently was every once in a while I would stop and glue the twine. Otherwise it would slip off and be very hard to work with. For my next project, I'm going to be using this outdated garland that I thrifted. It has some really nice beads on it, and then in between the beads are these spools of thread. And I did not like the spools, so I just wanted to reuse this for beads because those beaded garlands can get pricey to make. And if you buy them, you're going to spend even more money. So here I'm just cutting it all apart and getting out the 30 beads that I wanted to use for this project. Here I am preparing to paint. I am going to paint 10 beads red, 10 beads white, and 10 beads blue. For my project, I have chosen to use a matte finish. Painting beads can be a real pain because they're so small and it's hard to get all of the sides covered without getting paint all over yourself. So I would recommend trying to find some skewers at the Dollar Tree. And I've been looking, but I haven't found them. And today I just decided I don't care. I'm going to get the paint all over my fingers and just get it done. Here you will see two pieces of wood that my husband cut for me that I painted off camera. One in the navy blue and one in the white. I also painted a white star off camera, and I'm deciding how I want that to look on top of the blue wood. So I'm gluing that down. And now I'm moving on to the white piece of wood. I've cut painter's tape into little strips, and I'm just taping it off and just eyeballing it so that I can paint red stripes on it. Here I am painting the red stripes onto the white wood. When I'm done painting, I'll set that aside to dry and we can get back to that later. We'll pull off the tape. That's the fun part. I have this wire that I saved from something a long time ago, and I'm going to use it to string the beads on. I found that wire is a lot easier to work with than twine, especially with these small beads I'm using today. There's the beads and how they turned out. Now I'm going to attach this piece that I made for decor onto the end of the beads. I'm just going to slip it through the hole that my husband drilled in the wood and twist that wire around several times until I make it secure. I just used my regular scissors to snip off the extra wire. I then brought the wire around in a loop and attached the other end of the wire around the wire sticking out of the top of the wood as well. And I just secured that and cut that off with my scissors. Now let's pull that tape off and see how this one turned out. For this tag, I decided to use twine and just thread it through the hole that my hubby drilled for me and tie it off into a knot, make a little loop, and then tie it into another knot at the top. We will return to this tag in a little bit to embellish it. For my last project, I have this decor item that I bought years ago. I never really liked the original colors, so I'm not really sure why I bought it. And I wanted to change it into traditional red, white, and blue. So I'm going to give that a good coat of paint. The red took 3 coats, the white took 2 coats, and the blue only took 1. All done, and we're moving on to this tag. I'm ready to embellish it. I painted 2 blue stars off camera, and I'm just deciding where I want them placed exactly, and then I'm going to glue them down. I decided to take a little piece of a bandana. I ripped it rag style like we did earlier, and I'm just going to tie that off to give it just a little bit of pizzazz. Trimming off the excess material, and here's how that one turned out. Now that everything's all done, let me give you a final look. I have a bonus item for you. This jar was given to me by a subscriber and friend named BJ, and it's a Longaberger jar. I was so excited to receive it, I didn't even know Longaberger ever made jars. I've simply put some of my dad's hankies in, red, white, and blue, and layered them. This will go along well with my patriotic decor. If you had a favorite, please be sure to let me know in the comments below. Here's a little preview of what's coming up next. On Wednesday, July 1st, I will be hosting a live Q&A on organization. This is not my first time doing it, so if you've missed the other ones, I'll have them all available in a playlist. We've covered some really good topics. If you have any questions, be sure to link them in the comments below, or you can find my announcement for this live Q&A on my community tab, and you can put your questions there as well. And then on next Friday, July 3rd, I'll be hosting a collab. It's called the Summer Tiered Tray Collab. If you'd like to participate in that, you'll find an invitation to that. I'll link that below. There's also details on my Instagram and on my community tab, so there's no excuse for missing it. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I'll link that below. Thanks, Jamie, for hosting this challenge. I love it and I had so much fun. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.